When a self-empowered woman crosses paths with an emotionally unavailable man or anyone who's emotionally unavailable, we do not have a dilemma because we know how to self-regulate. So when you know how to self-regulate and you know how to be in your securely attached body and your whole 0, 1-year-old and 3-year-old, this is called having not only healthy self-worth, it's you being able to be a functional adult because you have integration of the brain and you are conscious always, so you don't do structural dissociation, which means you don't do the adaptive child version. You have a divine feminine, so whatever comes up, your divine masculine, your mind is able to say, oh, the chit chatter, I have some emotions, I got some implicit bias, political, religious, I got some shit that's mine. The 3-year-old is accepted by you, so you only have compassion here, which is why we have compersion for our lovers, the polyamory, those who are securely attached. Our inner child is not competing. Our 0, 1-year-old doesn't need to attach to you. In fact, we're not looking to get your approval, not even a little bit. We're just enjoying to build a relationship. Okay, so nothing changes when a self-empowered woman meets emotionally unavailable men. They will become part of their lives. Securely attached people don't ditch people because you don't do anything that's personal. Because I have a secure ego. My 3-year-old doesn't need you to say, oh, great job, hello. Okay, so yeah, passion is something very different for a self-empowered woman. And an emotionally unavailable man they won't keep up because they will shut down. And the minute they shut down, as a self-empowered woman who knows how to share the floor with 3-year-olds, I'm not going to say anything. I'm not asking you to change. I love you just the way you are. I accept, respect, and value your participation in my life because that's the part of what an actual empowered human being is. It's not just the universe. The 4D, they always say like we're some special gift. We're all special gifts to each other. The minute that you have healthy self-worth, you'll know this because you'll know inside your heart that you're not defective. Okay, so passion. I want to read this for a minute. The frequency of passion reminds us that beneath every intense emotion lies the hidden gem of insight, balance, and calm. It assists us in finding the balance within this intensity, moving us from chaos to the calm of its core, where we can let its long-lasting wisdom fill us up. Okay, so when I see people who have attachment wounds and are, for example, avoidant attachment, and they share their problems with therapy, and that they found it ineffective to be told that they're doing a pretty good job and then to be given journaling and meditation. I'm going to say they didn't learn about the fact that this defectiveness, heartbreak, gut wrench, torn apart, are the trauma. I'm going to use the word trauma, but essentially you can work through it, but it's you expanding your window of tolerance. So over time, you can't do it snap and done. So you working with the meditation is because meditation allows those 3 pillars of the mind, and the 3 pillars of the mind, focused attention, awareness, and kind intention. What the therapists, the good ones, have found is that this all works, which is why yoga works your lovely ventral vagal nervous system. So yoga works that. Ventral vagal toning, mindfulness, and meditation help to integrate. Why? Because they grow the corpus callosum, which connects your left and right mode. They grow the hippocampus. They grow the prefrontal cortex. They grow the connectome, interconnected connectome, which brings forth integration. Thank you, Daniel Siegel. So these are all my courses. You already remember I'm woo-woo pseudoscience because I bring human, spiritual, and spirituality. I'm a 5D mystic in the Enlightenment Soul Age group. So we integrate. But I have the courses. I have the websites if you want to learn. Point is, without any of this, still as a teenager, you can better bet that I didn't have an issue with somebody who was closed off to love because it's your business, not mine. I know what passion is, though. I know how to balance everything. In fact, the point is, it's not me. It's not you. I learned how not to say anything, really, because anytime a person's like, oh, it's not your fault. Yeah, I know it's not my fault. But if I come to you and say I wasn't successful, because that can happen in those important relationships, especially when somebody is basically completely scattered because we're nervous system. So I'm going to pick up on your nervous system. Since I'm present in my prefrontal cortex, I'm curious, open, accepting, and loving. This is the 4 things that are required to be present. Thank you, Daniel Siegel. I'm a differentiated self. I'm a whole 3-year-old heart. I'm sharing the floor with you. So I'm present. I'm engaging with you. I'm accepting part. I'm accepting the minute and actually, wait, is it accepting? Present, accepting, forget. But it might be another word, but then there's resonating. So the resonating is when you and I are going to be picking up on each other's nervous systems. The difference is mine picks up clearly because I'm a restorative embodiment. A self-empowered woman is a human being who has a whole 3-year-old child heart. That's because I can be my own safe haven, secure base. These are integrating my subjective experience of what I can share with you. Here's Maria and what I've learned. It's not anything special to be a mystic or not. Meaning that the mystics, we have the tapping into the sphere of Akash. Yes, it's an energy sphere. The 4D do a really not great job. They're not yet at the end of Elsa's journey. They haven't reclaimed themselves. They don't overflow with humanity. In fact, they shit on humanity, which is why they don't overflow with divinity. And they think technology is going to take away our humanity and all this other stuff. So they're confusing worlds by tainting what they don't like as a bad thing. Technology and science, it's fake. We created it. It's part of our evolution. They do not stay grounded, and they don't want to be called flat earthers though. So there's why. Woo woo. Okay, back to our main topic. So when we cross paths with emotionally unavailable people, nobody has to change. I will accept, love, and respect you just the way you are. I will also notice that you are not available because when my nervous system begins to calibrate to yours, I'm going to ask you, what's going on? What's the deal here? The minute you don't know how to talk to me, or even if you're telling me I can't fulfill what you want, I'm not asking anything of you. So the part about education, and when I see people that are avoidant, again, creating a little group, we're going to stay to our avoidant attachment. Oh, you know what? Secure attachment is boring. We're going to stay drama kings and queens. You obviously didn't really understand what your inner well-being is. And understanding is part of what can empower you. Also understanding that slow and steady wins the race. And I have seen in my own courses, human beings or adults, because see, to me, if you're an adult, you should know how to hear. But you know what you learn? Thanks, Stephen Porges. Yes, when people are in their red or yellow, adaptive child ain't listening. It's like having a teenager in a room. I know everything. And we all know what a teenager was like because I know I was one. Now, those are adaptive children. Whenever I'm sharing with people, I will know that 90% of human beings that I have spoken to are adaptive children because when they present it back to me, they will not have presented what I spoke to them. And Carl Rogers is one of the psychologists that I learned about what listening is. And I was like, okay, I now know a lot of things. And what I also know is I got a teenager in a room with a 3-year-old and nobody is home. Thank you, Sue Martin, my teacher. So the adult is not in the room. Okay, long story short, you cross a path. As a teenager, I knew none of this, but I had a good gut. Nope. Anybody who's emotionally unavailable, you're out. And then I kept moving forward, got busy. And then once I was done with my monoamory relationships, polyamory, and it's been a joyride because at the end of the day, if you don't know passion, I'm not going to come tell you. If you got emotional unavailable heart, you don't want to tell me the truth. You're lying to my face. You ain't breadcrumbing me. You ain't ghosting me. You're not doing anything that I will be oblivious to. I will know that you're an emotional coward in a nice way. And when I see groups being created by whether it's an attachment avoidant, anxious, or any other, I'm like, you didn't get explained well what your capacity to heal is. You didn't get explained that it's hell in your body right now. And yes, going to take some time, but you didn't get explained well what the other end is or how your brain actively works. Otherwise, you'd be like, okay, I'm going to do it. Why wouldn't I want to get to my restorative embodiment? My body is already taking me there. Your brain wants to heal from trauma charges. Your body wants to heal from it because they're charges for a reason. So emotionally unavailable people, they're emotionally unavailable to love. And a person who's self-empowered, we're not. We're lovers. So the minute you don't love, I ain't growing shit with you. I already know that. I'm not going to come and tell you anything because I also know that there's a heart there, like Pacha says to Cusco. And it's because my heart breaks just as much as yours does. The difference is mine doesn't stay in the emotion and rumination because my prefrontal cortex, 90 seconds, I'm out. You've made it clear you don't want this, it's cool, peace, have fun, let's be friends, and that's about it. Tune in for more.